Good morning. This is Amir Fazli Ali from Levantare Technology, and I have been in this fixed asset domain for past 25 years, and I have done solutions on software and services to a lot of organizations to manage fixed assets. Today, the session is going to be about fixed asset management fundamentals, how you can manage properly fixed assets and build a foundation for them. With this, by using this foundation, you can improve asset visibility. You can do the compliance job easier, and also assets can be maintained with efficiency. Operational efficiency can be attained on. This session can be attended by a lot of CFOs, which help CFOs, finance teams, internal audit, operation team, and IT leaders. I'll move on to the agenda. Next to the agenda, today's agenda, what we are going to talk. Why fixed asset management matters for organizations and hidden cost of poor asset management. What are the Excel trap? How we have been trapped in Excel managing the fixed assets. Then challenges in a fixed asset register. So what is the basic requirement in fixed asset register? As can be have this session. Then modernizing asset management through smart asset application. We will give you some key takeaways where you can also plan how to take this asset management forward. So what is fixed asset management? Everybody knows this. But I'll just say a simple thing. Fixed assets are long-term resource owned by the enterprises to run its operation, not sold as a product. So fixed assets are tools of trade, not the trade itself. So some classifications are furniture fixtures, server and networks, medical equipments, then laboratory equipments, lab equipments are biomedical in healthcare, IT equipments, laptops, systems, printers, plant and machineries, where the manufacturing companies have plant and machineries, vehicles, all this contains other fixed assets. Then I'll talk about hidden crisis in asset in Indian enterprises. Most organizations invest crores of rupees in fixed assets but lack basic visibility of assets, control of assets, and compliance. They forget to take this where 70% still organizations still work on Excel for asset tracking, depreciation, everything. 50% no proper information is recorded in the asset register where we find assets are not physically verified because they don't have a proper data. 30% of fixed asset register contains ghost asset. This is a very big issue in all your fixed asset register where assets are physically not available but in book it's considered as an asset. So ghost asset is a big problem in all FARs, fixed asset registers, and 20% average annual loss where each organized company loses an asset every year. Root cause of this, what we have analyzed over a period of time, because there is no proper asset register maintained, disposals are not recorded properly, everything is done on spreadsheet where it is error prone and no physical verification has done over a period of time. So people are not aware which asset exists, which asset does not exist. Then, why fixed asset management matters for organizations? To maintain proper financial accuracy and reliable asset values support with sound financial statements. So, example, in case, so asset register, some people calculate depreciation on WDG, some calculate on SLM for 3 years. If people are calculating on SLM method, suddenly a new person joined the organization, we start calculating WDV. So where complete financial changes and regulatory compliance are not met for the CARO compliance, NABH for healthcare segment, and NABH. So no audit readiness is available, matters in the fixed asset. So you have to keep your audit readiness, verify all the records, ensure smooth internal and external audits. Whenever the auditor comes in, have all documentation. We are going to learn in next 2-3 slides how to manage this. And cost optimization. Avoid buying unnecessary assets where already exist in your unused assets in idle, so where you can reuse those assets. And hidden cost for the poor asset management is a ghost assets. Assets shown in records are not physically available. One of the most widespread and costly problem in asset management. No people or no organization take care of this ghost asset which is lying in your books. So it creates inflated balance sheets and it values incorrect and excessive depreciation charges, audit observations and compliance flags every year. The asset register is not proper. Unnecessary repurchases happen in the organization. Assets exist, but it is lying idle. So estimate loss from the ghost asset about 20% annually for any mid-sized company or organizations. Then again is a major Excel is a trap for everybody because people use Excel because they know Excel. Why spreadsheets are no longer enough because spreadsheets has limitations and manual entries are data and manual entries are having errors. Duplicate your records are recorded here. Multiple versions are maintained in the spreadsheet. The branch office maintain one Excel, head office maintain Excel, one Excel, accounts department maintain one Excel, your IT department maintains. So it is not collaborated in one single data. So multiple records are multiple versions are there that people find it difficult to manage fixed asset register. And when it comes to physical verification, absolutely zero. Then multi-location, as I told you, multi-location data where each branch maintaining different type of formats and asset entries. They don't have a proper backup because something goes wrong, they just create a new Excel. So risk are higher here, higher audit exposure. They don't understand what has happened in India, fixed asset register. Data is inconsistent every time. Multi-location entering different data, different names of the asset, which increases the administrative workload and compliance gap generates here and poor decision supports. So people are not able to take much decisions faster in fixed assets. Then challenges in fixed asset register because fixed asset register is not written properly over a period of time. So there are a lot of missing data points. So people are not able to complete this proper name and proper tracking mechanism.
Again, as I told you earlier, duplicate entries are made, then incorrect locations. They might buy from branch office, but invoice will be available in headquarters. So it is not properly moved to the other branch data. So this gives a lot of incorrect locations. So head office records the asset data, branch office does not know what asset has come in the branch. And missing data points, as I told you earlier, missing data points, no clear nomenclatures. They'll write CP, they'll not write at all asset name, they'll just give computer equipment and server. But physically, when we do other activity, we have seen it is a CPU, laptop, printer. So because the names are not properly given, asset registers are not updated. So this creates a big challenge for the fixed asset register. Incomplete depreciation, because income again in spreadsheet, incomplete depreciation like calculating for 100 asset in different method of calculation, SLM method, WDV method, all this they do. Ali will do in WD method. Some other person joined, he will start doing in SLM method. So there is no proper information given what type of depreciation to be calculated. These are all happened in a lot of organization. What I have seen, uh, in 3-4 years they are calculating in WDV method. Next 3 years they are calculating SLM method. So everything has been bypassed, not seen over a period of time. When we go back and see at the register, all we are all calculated in different ways. Some are calculated in life based, some are calculated in rate based. This complete FAR becomes very challenging for you to maintain. Another next area is physical verification. This physical verification is completely ignored over a period of time. People think it is going to cost time, money, everything. So they never think about this activity where most of the losses of asset happens here. As physical verification is not done over a period of time, so this must be a regular practice for all the individual organizations to manage the fixed asset. When you do the physical verification, it confirms the physical existence of asset in your organization, and this can be validated based on the every asset in your fixed asset register. Confirmation of location happens. This asset belongs to this branch or this plant or this unit, this store. All this take place. So you will know how many assets are there over a period of time in your physical existence as well as in your FAR. So this helps you to completely map fixed asset register versus physical tracking. And this also help you to identify how many assets are being missed during the verification. Then you have to take a stock of the situation, why the asset is missed. Even one chair goes out of your organization nowadays, each chair will cost you 5,000 rupees or to 10,000 rupees. One chair goes out, organization loses 10,000 rupees. Asset value, asset WD value might be for 1,000 rupees or something, but still it is an asset to the organization. I can say here this thing, a case study. We were doing a physical verification for organization where we were seen a photo for this thing. Xerox machine is being kept in the entrance of the staircase. So we started doing verification. We noted down in our register to register that fixed Xerox machine in this area. Then when we completed the exercise, Xerox machine was not available in the compound itself. It has been taken out by some means or method where organization lost about 40 to 50,000 rupees on that. People were, when we told this, we found Xerox machine. They said Xerox machine is not there in our organization. Then we said we took images of the asset and shown to the organization where they said, yes, it has been missed. So they started investigating. Another area is excess asset deduction. So lot, because your FAR is not proper, not quantified, not properly named, now you tend to get more assets because you have written in your fixed asset register furniture and fixtures, where for that you have purchased 10 chairs or 10 tables, where people have to map now to remove this excess asset. Otherwise, excess asset tend to exist in all the organization. And every time you have to properly update your fixed asset register for accuracy, physical asset versus your book records. This is a very important portion, important more than FAR also. Physical verification for every organization should know where the asset is located, what is the name of the asset, which location it is, who is the owner of this asset. All this has to be, what is the condition of the asset. For a period of time, it will help you to understand how much value of asset physically I have, whether it maps with the books or otherwise it will become a burden for you where you have to manage all the ghost assets over a period of time. So time to time physical verification help you in removing the ghost asset concept over a period of time. Then, most important, when you do a physical verification, asset tagging becomes a part of the physical verification. So asset tagging is nothing but you have to have a proper identification number for the fixed assets, and you have to design an asset ID where you have to print a QR code and affix it on the asset. This is a, you should have a unique identification asset ID, branch wise, company wise, branch wise. So you know how many assets are there available in the particular branch, what is the asset ID of that asset, all this. So in future, what will happen is verification time reduced from months to days because your assets have been tagged with a QR ID. So improved accountability happens here. So in that asset ID numbers, you can even give a proper custodian name who is responsible for the asset. So whenever you take a listing, you will able to know what all the assets belongs to Ali. Then it reduces the manual efforts and data entry errors are being stopped here. So manual asset search several months, and if it is QR system, QR scan, a few days it you can finish the scanning. Then from weeks, every time physical fixed asset management, modernizing, everything takes weeks. We can make it in hours if you follow this proper documentation, whatever I have told you over the last 6 slides. So if you make this happen, then your assets, your fixed asset can be modernized. So here, traditional process, what you people do is manual asset search and matching. Every time you have to go search the asset, match with your book records, all this happen. Spreadsheet update, sometimes errors happen. By mistake, that line might be erased, or by mistake, instead of the A branch, you might have put a B branch. Instead of a store, some other store name is captured there. So these are all error prone when the spreadsheet happens. Then again, for the personal assets given to the employees, like laptops, headphones are given to employees, this takes much time. You have to send an email, follow up, record it. Everything goes haywire. Again, the person forgets over a period of time, and it is taken back whenever he remembers he sent in a bill. It happens, takes a long time, and physical paperwork trails take much time. So you have to get a certificate from a vendor, custodian, that is, he is having so many assets. Whenever he gets relieved, you have to take a lot of documentation. This makes life very this thing. A modern process, how you can change that. Mobile scanning. QR codes are affixed on the asset. QR codes, you can just scan it through a mobile apps where our days of work of scanning come to a few hours. You can finish this verification. The real-time automated update happen when it goes for modernization with applications where you can scan the QR code which get updated in the application and give you the variance report. Then you will have instant reportings, dashboards, everything, where you'll see how many assets were available, how many are missing currently, how many have been available without proper documentation, what all the assets moved from one branch to other without document. Everything can be recorded, so you can make your own company policies on fixed asset. In this regard also, we can help you to create company policies on fixed assets, and everything will be digital control where it will be on application. What is the result of this? Significant time saving, and accuracy is so high that 90 to 95% accuracy you can achieve in this if it is a digital transformation. Improved operational efficiency. So you know what assets are available, what assets are lying idle, what assets are not used, where you can give it to your other operational places where you save your uh, purchases are saved, excess purchases are saved, and operational team also get the asset immediately. For in, I can give you a case in hospitals, in regular healthcare sector, it happens. They will be keep searching for a ECG machine. They have multiple ECG machines. All have been occupied with different rooms or different places. So whenever emergency is required, they start searching. So they don't have a proper list here. Where is this located? No locations are captured. If that could have been done, the ECG machine can be traced here. It is lying somewhere in the corner of a staircase. So people does not know. People attenders just take it and keep it in the somewhere in the corner in the staircase, below the staircase. This where the operation stops. To better the operations, you have to have the complete listing with location, department, owner, and what is the status of asset, working or idle, unused. So you will know how much assets, how much value of can be saved, and how much assets can put to use, reuse in the operations. Then audit readiness and compliance. What auditors look at here, look at organization in fixed asset? A complete, proper, clean fixed asset register, asset with ownership documentation, location details of all the asset, where it is located, which branch it is located, which location, whether it's a first floor, second floor, all this can be taken. So he is happy seeing this register. And most important, he is happy when physical verification happens. If the assets are QR code labeled, where your verification is faster, and before he comes for an audit, he gets all the information. And when he sees there is a proper depreciation calculated over a period of time without changing the values from WDV to SLM, SLM to WDV, rate base to live base to rate base. If he sees a clean depreciation calculations, he is more happy on that. Disposal records. Once asset has been scrapped and disposed, proper documentation has to be maintained. Proper sale record has to be registered. Where whenever he comes for audit, he sees this segment of documentation is available. Compliance area for MS Companies Act data is clear. Internal audits are clear. SAT audits requirement is done because your audit readiness is done. Then tax audit documentation, what all has to be prepared, it is easier for them to prepare. And most important is insurance validation. A lot of assets go to insurance, validation should happen, and it gives you a complete governance on policy, corporate governance policy. So goal here to achieve 100% audit ready over a period of time for strong asset management and support all compliance and requirement simultaneously over a period of time. Then key metrics every organization should track. Asset utilization. You have to see how much the asset has been utilized over a period of time, whether it is used for 3 years, whether it is used for 6 years. Because if you see financial value of the asset in 3 years, a laptop gets over, but it is used for 6 years physically. So this, if they track, they can know what is the utilization, how much they have been utilized this particular asset over a period of time. Then, example in healthcare system, MRI machine, how many scans happened over a period of time? What is the revenue generated versus purchase? So asset utilization can be tracked here. Missing asset, this is an important area. So key metric is that you have to know what all the assets have been missed over a period of time. So you should know what is the value of asset is missed. So you can do a proper investigation on this and proper you can record it so that in future it does not happen because you don't know what all the assets available in the organization, how many are there. This missing asset will happen. If you have the control on physical verification every month, every quarter, every year you do this, then this will not happen and your organization saves a lot of money here. AMC and warranty are tracked properly. So warranty is a major area where warranty is taken for 3 years. Whenever a warranty comes, service comes for the asset, People talk to the vendor. Vendor says, no, I don't have. We give 3 years warranty, but 1 year is a warranty, 2 years a carry-in warranty. So please kindly bring the asset to our office, to our stores, where we'll service it. Because we have not taken the listing on that, what type of warranty it is, whether it's a carrying warranty or on-site warranty, we tend to lose again a lot of money here. AMC, if AMC is properly tracked with the start date and end date, renewal properly done, or within the period, your asset costing will reduce. Your repairs and maintenance cost will reduce. This helps organization to manage better finances in different area. And fourth part is like FAR accuracy. So indicates how closely the FAR register should match with the physical asset. Every quarter, if you do department-wise verification or person-wise verification, this will help you to know what all the assets available, and it will also help you to know as it matches with asset register. So we are in safe condition. Then verification. Once you do the verification, people tend to keep doing verification month on month, month on month. There is no. So you have to fix a task date on completion so that you will know on 31st March, I'm going to complete this audit, physical audit of this quarter, and I might present this to auditors. So entire audit cycle has to be closed. Some people keep it every time open. Then build a strong asset management. To build a strong asset management framework, assess your FAR. What is the condition of fixed asset register currently? Capture those gaps, highlight those missing gaps, errors, then clean that. So you will know. So your asset example, I can give you example here. Asset registers in computer, you will just write asset name, computer equipment, date of purchase is given, value is given, quantity and proper names are missing. Now these are the data points missing in your fixed asset register, where you can give a proper names, categorize those. So giving, if it is going to a laptop, categorize under laptop. If it is printer, categorize under printer. Then quantity, give a proper quantity, break that into line item. So when you do physical verification, your fixed asset register and physical will match. And as I told you, conduct physical verification systematically against the FAR. So you have to see FAR has an asset ID, your physical asset will have an ID. Then you can scan and map those assets. And we'll start doing asset identification by printing a QR tag where you can affix that assets, affix those on assets. Reconcile FAR with a physical, month on month or quarter on quarter, year on year. So you are on page with your entire good fixed asset management. And last, I want to just say, implement asset management software where it replaces spreadsheets with a purpose to build platform for ongoing controls. In future, at least you start controlling everything, because nowadays it is not a small quantity of asset you purchase, very huge, largely a lot of organization I have seen in over a period of my experience, 25 years, I've seen people started with about 10,000, 20,000 assets. So this this asset management software will help you to track. Then I'll just say a few words about my smart asset software. This application is end-to-end asset control application, centralized asset register, where branch-wise it can be managed and head office-wise it can be managed. Single source of data across the entities or locations of branches. So one single database with multiple area people can work. And this application helps you to track life cycle management from procurement, capitalization, movement tracking, transfer asset, maintenance tracking, AMCs and insurance, and scrap and disposal tracking, and complete asset register can be maintained. Then this application helps you to print QR label or a barcode label, where you don't have to go search for other applications. This application Smart Asset helps you to manage multi-depreciation books as per Companies Act, as per Income Tax Act, as per US GAAP, UK GAAP, SLM method, WDV method. All this can be done with my application. Then we also have a API tool, integration tool, where it can merge with your connect with your existing SAP or ERP. And we have all more than 200 types of audit ready reports where just you can take a printout. Then we also have a physical verification tool where you can verify assets just by way of mobile apps, where you can just download the data, download the apps from the Google Play Store. You can scan, which will get connected to the application and give you a variance report. What all assets available, what all asset missing. Then mobile applications, which helps you to scan for physical verification. Then record offline, dashboards are there, notification, reminders, approvals can happen from mobile apps. So this is my application where we have been giving this cloud-based application. We have more than 200 clients onboarded on this application where they are fully using this application over a period of time. And this is subscription-based model. Then I'll go to the next slide here. Key takeaways. What is the takeaway from this today's session? So asset visibility, completely control the assets with your FAR and physical. So you know each branch, each company, each unit, each plant, how many assets are there, what all the assets are there, whether they are in working condition or damaged condition. All this will help you. This gives a complete visibility of the fixed assets. Physical verification is a cornerstone for accurate asset management. So here you will know what all the assets are there. And most important is elimination of ghost assets from FAR. This will reduce your gross value for which assets are not there but available in your register, which help you to track this. Then an accurate FAR is the foundation for compliance, audit, and reporting, as I told you earlier. And stronger the compliance control, assets are put to use much here. Then we have next step. What is the next step we are going to do here? 3 ways we can move forward. One is book smart assets demo software demo if you require. And we have another unique area, data score. So I can assess your fixed asset register from my application. Just you have to log in and upload the register. Within 12 to 24 hours, we'll give you what all the missing data points in your register, what has to be done to your register, how to clean your register, what is the score of your register, we'll give it to you. Then we give you today until this weekend, we'll give you 30 minutes complimentary consultation with our asset expert in the organization, where if you have any queries, he can address you and take this forward. And so this is the way how you have to, there's a foundation how you have to progress in a fixed asset. So this comes to end of my presentation.